Hello and welcome back to Lawful Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm your host Fenton. In this Neverwinter Nights 2 build video, we're doing a Dragon Smiteadin. That is a Paladin 1 level Sorcerer, 10 levels Red Dragon Disciple, and 10 levels of Divine Champion. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more builds like this. Do not forget to hit notification bell so be update and more. Let's talk about the cons first. First of all, your spell level will be only Paladin Level 2, obviously. Number 2, reflex saves are going to suffer at the start. And number 3, your smite damage is only against evil characters. Now pros, yeah, smite damage against evil is great. And it'll be going really up there once you get to the epics. Number 2, you're going to have very high strength. At the end of this build, you're going to have 26 strength, which is pretty good. Also, your other save throws will be great too, and you're going to have some nice Paladin, Red Dragon Disciple, and Divine Champion abilities to back it up. I normally do go over the races to the stream, however, this time I'm going to go briefly. Now, Dorse for the most part has negative charisma. This probably will not work. If you want to do it, go ahead and do so. You have to allocate some points. Elves are alright. If it's negative charisma, that's bad. Same thing with negative strength. Any small race is bad ideal. Half elves are actually pretty decent for this build. And let's see what else. Half orcs, I'd probably say is if you want the strength, go ahead, but you have to make it up in charisma. Humans are fine. Plain touch is perfect. There's one race I'm going to pick. And Yanti's not bad at all. And gray orcs, I'd probably say skip. Aasimirs are the best for the selection. Tieflings are alright, but the -2 charisma, you have to allocate it somewhere else. As for the elemental ones, it's not good. So pick the race I picked for best results for this build. Now for classes, let me go ahead and go over the classes I am going to go through. I'm going to do 2 levels in Paladin, including the one I'm just creating right now. Then 1 level Sorcerer. Now, reason why 1 level Sorcerer, it's a prerequisite for Red Dragon Disciple. I can't pick a Bard because that's a non-lawful alignment class. And then I go back to Paladin. Then I do 10 levels straight of Red Dragon Disciple. Then back to Paladin once again until level 20. And then 10 levels of Divine Champion. Now, 10 levels of Divine Champion, everything really happens to this point. Yet your smiting gets better and a whole lot of good things. Red Dragon Disciple I just did for the stats. That's how come I get to 26 in strength, which is very ideal for this build actually. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Paladin, get that out of the way. As for alignment, you're stuck with Lawful good. You're a good person. As for Deity, pick your favorite good deity. There's always Helm, you know that's like a true neutral god. That's a good tradition ever since from the Dungeons & Dragons 2.0 days. I like Torm 2 and Tyr. Here's the ability points I am suggesting to allocate. First of all, we're going to get strength to 16. At level 4 and 8, we'll get those to 18. Red Dragon Disciple will take care of the rest. Dexterity will stay at 10. Constitution 14. Red Dragon Disciple will do that at 16. Intelligence to 10. Yeah, we're going to get less skill points. However, when we get further in the Red Dragon Disciple, it'll give us 2 intelligence. As for wisdom, 12. It's going to stay there because we're really not going to level Paladin beyond level 9. So it's a good idea to just put it at 12. Charisma is at 18. After we put the 2 points into strength via leveling, rest of our leveling ability points will be charisma. So this way we catch it up to 26. So as a recap, 16 strength, 10 dexterity, 14 constitution, intelligence 10, wisdom 12, and charisma at 18. And yeah, level 4 and 8 will be 2 points in strength, rest of it will be charisma. So at the end you'll have 26 strength and charisma. As for backgrounds, just pick wherever you want to pick that you feel right. Make sure you don't get rid of diplomatic points. Yes, part of these skills will be diplomatic. Reason being is very simple. Yeah, you're going to be talking your way through many things in the official campaign and also Mask of Betrayer. Now, if you're not playing anything really official, well, then you can put in something else or look for something that's more beneficial in combat or something like that. Veteran's good too in that department. I like Natural Leader because it just gives my other character saving throws. Cost mine, but I have charisma, baby. Yeah, that charisma will boost my saving throws big time. Now, I'm going to do is Diplomacy 4 and Lore at 4. Very important. Lore must be leveled up to 8 at all costs. Real easy, real simple. Like I say, if you don't like Diplomacy, put in something like Crafting or even Heal. As for feats, let me go ahead and tell everybody what I'm going to do. You can do it two ways. Luck of the Heroes is good, however, you just negate the penalty if you pick a natural leader. I decided to pick the shield one, yeah, the tower shield one. Reason being is simple. It'll give me more AC at the end. Yeah, tower shields will definitely give me more of that. Since I am not an arcane caster, I don't have to worry about the penalties, so that's like an upside. So I'll gain a little bit of defense along with my natural armor increase thanks to the Red Dragon Disciple. That's why this build is more melee focused. So take full advantage of that. Take full advantage of full plate, you name it, heavy armor and more. Here's my final advice. The Aasimar, or I call it the Angel Touch human class. Yeah, an angel and a human, you know, created you. That focus definitely on strength, make sure it's at 16, that's important, and charisma, make sure it's at 18. That's my advice about that. Now it's time to go ahead and level up our paladin. Now please note this race I pick, it'll take a little bit longer to level up thanks to it's like 2 levels above. However, when you level up, you're really going to enjoy the benefits. So we're going to go ahead and level up our paladin at 2. We're going to go ahead and select that. Diplomacy, I'd like to pick it for the official campaigns and more. And lore, make sure you get lore up there. Lore is your priority until 8. Yeah, that's one of the prerequisites for Red Dragon Disciple. The other one's a sorcerer. And let me go over the what I just gained. Divine Grace, this does is it adds charisma to your saving throws, which is very good. Lay on hands, it can heal you with the X amount of health plus charisma modifier to it. And also I heard you could use that as a weapon too. So we're going to go ahead and level up our sorcerer next. This is the only time we're going to do it for this class. And only pick lore. Save everything else. I'm going to go ahead and pick the feat Able Learner. Here's a few reasons why. Able Learner, in other words, cross-class skills will cost like class skills. However, you still have to deal with the cross-class limits. So tumble will be 1 point instead of 2. However, it'll be capped like the cross-class. As for spells, it is optional. I decided to summon Identify. Pick any animal. I like the rabbit because it gives you all saving throws when you summon it. This is just for fluff at this point. And that should be it for the sorcerer one. Let's get to some of these paladin levels. We have knocked down one of the prerequisites for the Red Dragon Disciple by being a sorcerer for 1 level. Now we're going to pick paladin. I'm going to go ahead for level 4, pick strength. This is only one of the 2 levels you pick strength for your ability points. I'm going to catch up diplomacy, and I'm going to get lore to 7. So we're 1 level away from maxing that at 8, which we're going to stay at it. And Divine Help, this will give you immunities to disease, which is a very good thing. And the other one, Aurora Courage. This basically tosses out immune to fear when you use it. Very useful in a party situation too. Now, leveling up our paladin some more. Diplomacy at 8. I know it's optional, but it's a good idea to have a talking skill in this game. And lore at 8. And then once you're done, you're stopped there. You get Turn Undead at this level. It's not strong as a cleric, but you know what? You get Turn Undead, and it's a good option. So let's keep on leveling up our character to a paladin at this point. So let me see here. We're going to go ahead and skip the lore. I'm going to start a point in spellcraft. This way I'll be able to max it out 2 down the line. At least to get it to, I believe, 30. Now the feat I'm going for is Power Attack. This unlocks so many options. In our case, the Divine Might, which we'll get later on before the epics. Since we got 8 in lore and the sorcerer class, or bard in our case sorcerer, we can become now Red Dragon Disciples. You're going to gain a whole bunch of stats as you go through the leveling process. So we're going to start for 10 levels straight of this prestige class. So we're going to do diplomacy, and then I'm going to do spellcraft and stop there. Now we get an increase in natural armor, so every few other levels will definitely get 1 AC boost, which is a good thing. So now we're leveling up. This is the final time we're going to put a point into strength. The Red Dragon Disciple will actually take care of that for you to get that to 26, which is a good thing. We're going to do diplomacy and spellcraft. And dragon abilities, that's just your ability points increasing. We just not only did it at 1, which made it 18, we also got 2 more strength points, which is a good thing. You're going to see some of these good changes down the line, so pick the usual suspects for the next level. As for Feats, besides Dragon Breath, it does some decent damage. We're going to do Weapon Focus Longsword. This is one of the prerequisites for the Divine Champion. We will definitely get the base attacks as we go through the Red Dragon Disciple levels. Dragon Breath, it increases in damage every time you level more in the Red Dragon Disciple, so there's 10 levels in that, so you're going to get the max damage. And Weapon Focus Longsword, in my case, since I'm going traditional for Paladins, it gives you +1 to damage with said weapon you're focusing on. In my case, the Longsword. So we're going to level up our Red Dragon Disciple, Diplomacy, optional, pick something else. Spellcraft, I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, no feats. It's kind of like the Paladin, they're a little bit feat starved, but that's alright. So we're going to keep on going, just keep on leveling up our character, and there. Blind Fight, what this does is you can fight against invisible enemies without any penalties, which is a good thing. And we get that free. This is a new thing for Neverwinter Nights 2 versus 1. So we're leveling up our character. For the rest of the time, we're putting points into Charisma. Now you're going to start noticing some stat boosts other than your own, which is a great thing. It's always great ever since Neverwinter Nights 1 with the Red Dragon Disciple. So we're keep on leveling up our character. Pick the same skills I'm picking. That's Diplomacy and Spellcraft. Every 10 points in Spellcraft, you get a nice save throw against spells, which is good. I'm doing extra smiting, so this way instead of 1 smite per day, I could do 3 now. That's very good though, so you get in long situations or you want to smite the boss constantly, you'll do it. That smite damage will go up later on as we get through this build video. So we're going to level up our Red Dragon Disciple. We're starting to get a lot more stronger, a little bit more charisma, a little bit more intelligence, and a little bit more constitution. You'll definitely see that. And usual suspects for the skills. Sorry, no feats. Happens sometimes like that for the Red Dragon Disciple. And we'll just keep on picking the same skills like before. And there you go. And let's level up some more too. Once again, apologize for no feats. Diplomacy, and of course, where is it at? Spellcraft. We got it at 10. Now we get extra points since our intelligence definitely went up. I decided to do Tumble. I'm going to get that to 10, then stop there. I'm going to go ahead and do Improved Critical Longsword. So let me explain about Improved Critical. What that does is for the dice roll, instead of, like, for example, Longsword's 19 through 20, you got the roll, or the game rolls for you for a critical hit. Now 17 through 20, and it stacks with Keen. It is a great feat. So we'll keep on going. What we're going to do is Charisma at 20. And yep, we're actually doing good in that department. So we're going to go ahead and put some points in the Tumble and Diplomacy. Now we got some immunities to Sleep, Paralysis, and Fire. And I got See Invisible too. Very useful for this Prestige class. So we got another tool and some immunities. And that is it for the Red Dragon Disciple. So our next part of this build will be Paladin 6 to 9. So let's go ahead and set that up. It is time to definitely go back to the Paladin, at least until character level 20. Bad news is we cannot go beyond 10 for Red Dragon Disciple for the rest of our build, due to the fact that 10's a cap for that Prestige class. So we're going to go ahead and do Diplomacy, hit that, and Tumble. We'll only get Tumble to 10 because it'll give us 1 free AC. We get Remove Disease. In other words, anything that's magical, or I should say is natural on other characters, we can remove it. Pick the same skills like I am, so we got Tumble at 7. Now, we're going to go ahead and do Divine Might. And my notes say is Divine Might is his character may spend one of his turn undead attempts to add his Charisma bonus to all weapon damage. And since we're going to have high Charisma, that weapon damage is going to be really nice. You definitely want to pick it. Very important for Epic Divine Might. So we're leveling up our Paladin some more. And unfortunately no feats at all. Yeah. And let's do it one more time for the Paladin class. Charisma. So we got 23 Charisma. We're well on our way next time when we level up in the Divine Champion Epic Divine Might. I'm sorry, no feats once again. It is time to level up our epic levels. For the next 10 levels will be Divine Champion, since we already got the weapon focus out of the way and the base attack levels coming naturally. Spellcraft and Diplomacy, we're going to go ahead and it's in the epic part. Epic Divine Might. This replaces your Divine Might. It's about the same, but the difference is your charisma bonuses doubles. So we have high charisma. That's going to double. In other words, we get to do more damage now as a paladin, especially against evil, which is a great thing. So we're going to get that done. Of course, they're going to tell us we're already epic characters. And we're going to level up our Divine Champion. That's correct. Same skills as before. We're going to go down the line. And I am going to go ahead and pick Epic Prowess. This gives us a +1 bonus to all attacks. So that's a very good thing. We might as well boost that up. And there you go. We also got Sacred Defense. It adds saving throws, I believe it was, to from our charisma modifier. Oh yeah, we're going to have a lot of charisma as we go along with this build. And let's see here, same skills. And we're going to get another feat. Divine Champions are not feat starters, that opposite. Great charisma. Reason being is we're going to try to get to 25 charisma and rush it. Why? Well, reason being is we're going to get is the Great Smiting. We also got Smite Infidels. That's a separate, it's the same thing as Smite Evil. And in our case, we get 2 Smite Evils, which is good. Double the pleasure, double the fun, so we get double the bonus in that. And yes, Great Smiting will work exactly the same way. So we got so many options now in smiting. Downside is anything not evil, yeah, it's going to be nothing. Now we're going to put 25 in the charisma in level 24. We get to do that one more time at 28, and that's it. Same skills as before. Let's go down the list. Now, Great Smiting. Every time we use Smite, like for example, Smite Evil, Smite Good, or Smite Infidel, that will actually double your level, which in other words, double your damage. That goes up to 10 times. Oh, we're going to do that about 6 out of 10 for this build. In other words, your Smite will start be increasing in damage. So let's keep on going, keep on leveling up. And plus with our high strength, oh yeah, that damage is going to be so helpful. So same skills, let's go down to the feats. And we're doing is Great Smiting too. Well, besides Divine Wrath gives us +3 bonus on attacks and a whole bunch of other good things, thanks to our charisma bonus, we get to increase our damage in our smites. In other words, our 2 out of 3 smites we own, we get to do more damage with it. And if you're doing the campaigns, a good run, you're going to do a lot more damage, especially during the Mask of the Betrayer ones. And I could probably say is at times certain evil foes in the original campaign too. Also, this works on the other ones too. And there you go. We got Great Smiting 3. Our smiting damage is increasing damage much more now. So let's keep on going. And we're going to go ahead and get some more points in Spellcraft and 1 point in Diplomacy. Now, I am going to go ahead and go off the script for this one. I'm getting toughness at this level, so this way our hit points definitely increases. So any ones we didn't get before, well, this will retroactive. So we definitely got the hit points increased now. For the rest of this build, we're going to go ahead and do Charisma. That'll be the last time. It'll be at 26. Even numbers always good in Dungeons & Dragons. So let's go ahead and do Diplomacy and Spellcraft. And let's go down there and get some more Great Smiting. Now our smites will even do a lot more damage. So we're just seriously putting some stock into smiting, which is a good thing, especially useful against bosses and tough foes. So let's keep on going. Great Smiting 5. This is a good setup, so we're going to do this again. And this is the last time, so get everything in order. So what I did was I did Spellcraft, put that at 31, and Diplomacy I maxed out. And let's see here what I'm going to get. Great Smiting 6. And right there, we're 1 through 30 with this build, so please stay tuned for the gear. As for gear, I'm going to go ahead and give some advice. Make sure you, on your weapon, put Haste, Keen, True Seeing. Have a +5 weapons, very good. As for armor, reduction in that. As for stats, focus on strength, dexterity, and charisma, maybe constitution. Now remember, Neverwinter Nights 2 versus 1 is the highest number in a stat will take place. So You cannot have an 8 plus 2 make it 10 in this one. No. The 8 will take its place until you get a plus 10 item. In this case, aim for strength and charisma. Those are your top two. Other than that, weight reduction armor is very nice. If you could get true seeing, I'm going to repeat that again. That's great against rogues too. Other than that, if you need saving throw items, go ahead and do so. And yeah, have your party members craft these set items for you and put the set bonuses for you. So this way you can definitely use them. Now we're going to do the last portion of the video is combat. It is time to go ahead and test the combat portion of this video. So first one we're going to do is foes we could definitely critical hit against. As always, buff up, even potions or spells. Go ahead and I'll probably say is try to do Divine Might. Now since we got Epic Divine Might, our Charisma modifier will double our damage. Now if we're facing tough foes, guess what everyone? Yeah, our smiting will be really useful. If they're evil, oh yeah, big time they're in trouble. So as always, tougher foes, go ahead and smite evil like crazy. If this is a party situation, you're basically the front line fighter, so make sure you're like the tank. Other than that, you could definitely do some serious damage against foes you could critical hit and make their day go from bad to worse. And we're going to go ahead and take care of this. And as a warning, smite evil, smite infidel, and smite good sometimes miss. So keep that in mind. So now the burning question is this simply. Does this work against foes that are immune to critical hits and even sneak attacks? Oh yes it does. In fact, if you're facing evil, paladins are great against them. And I have a Holy Avenger on my weapon. Now there's a Holy Avenger sword in the original campaign you can really do some damage with. So if you're going against liches, Smite Evil works wonders. If there's any tough undead, and if you can, lay on hands. If you haven't used it yet, it's like a nuclear weapon. Divine Wrath is also very good too. I forgot to put in the bar. I'm going to go ahead and just put that there. That does increase our damage too. And it stacks with Divine Might. So you got so many damage stacking, which is great. Because our charisma is at 26, strength at 26, our melee attacks are going to really kill some foes. Let's go ahead and smite this lich. Or just him like normal. Oops. Must have been a round attack, but still. Your smiting evil will do well over 100, which is good. Now, if you're facing certain undead, that nice lay on hands is like a nuclear weapon. You can also turn undead too, especially if you're maximum level. And that, which is a good thing. Yeah, you can even do it well at level 22, which is nice. Yeah, the undead, even though they're immune to critical hits, they're afraid of you. In other words, you do a lot of damage against them. And a few more, they should definitely die. Let me make sure this one goes. And there you have it. That's the combat portion of the video. Here's some final advice before I do go. Just remember, Smite in our case is only against evil. Focus on strength and charisma items. Anything else you could definitely do. Your charisma modifiers will help you out greatly. You're a tank, and plus your melee damage is insane thanks to high strength and charisma. Definitely use your Divine Might and Divine Wrath. It helps out greatly. Smite Evil is a wonderful tool if you can lay on hand against undead foes. Well, everyone, this is it from my Neverwinter Nights 2 Dragon Smiteadin Paladin Sorcerer Red Dragon Disciple and Divine Champion build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you like what you see, then check out my suggestions on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestions on my video on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night and please stay safe. Also enjoy the view.